Friends, have you ever wondered how rich people grow their money every month without any extra stress? Do you also want your money to work for you instead of you constantly running after money? In today's video, we're going to reveal all the secrets from Ramit Sethi's best-selling book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I'll show you how to understand your money and put it in the right direction, how to spend guilt-free without sacrificing your happiness, and how automation and smart investing can make your money grow by itself. Just watch carefully, because these simple yet powerful strategies can completely transform your financial life forever. So let's begin and discover how Ramit Sethi teaches the real way to become rich and stay rich. Chapter 1. Understand your money, the first step to a rich life. Most people are confused about money. Some say money isn't everything. Others say money is everything. But what's the truth? Ramit Sethi clears up this confusion. He says, it's not about being rich, it's about living a rich life. Meaning, being rich isn't just about your bank balance, it's about living the life you truly want. Whether that's building a secure future for your family, traveling the world, or working on your passion. In this chapter, Ramit teaches us that our relationship with money determines our financial success, because our money beliefs are formed in childhood. Many people think making money is hard, or investing is only for the rich. But Ramit explains, your money can work for you if you learn to plan and automate it. He says, you don't need to be a financial expert. You just need to start doing small, smart things consistently. That means you don't need a perfect system, you just need the right mindset and actionable small steps. This first chapter gives you a reality check. Your income isn't too low. Your approach is wrong. You don't need to fear money. You need to understand it. Ramit's biggest message in this chapter is, you don't become rich by skipping lattes. You become rich by designing your money system. Meaning, instead of feeling guilty about small expenses, it's more important to create a system that supports your goals. He even gives a simple exercise. Sit down and write, what does a rich life look like for you? Is it a luxury car? Time freedom? Or a stress-free life? Because if you don't know what you want, how will you ever work toward it? Chapter 2. Spend consciously. Learn to spend wisely. Friends, in the second chapter of I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit Sethi teaches us something very deep. Spending is not bad, but spending without awareness is a huge mistake. Ramit says most people, when they hear the word saving, immediately think they have to cut everything. No coffee, no dining out, no shopping. But he says, I don't want you to stop spending on things you love. I want you to stop spending on things you don't love. That means you don't have to remove joy from your life, you just need to cut useless expenses. He calls this the conscious spending plan. What is the conscious spending plan? It's not a boring budget. It's a system that divides your money into 4 categories. 1. Fixed costs, 50 to 60%. Like rent, bills, groceries, EMIs, etc. 2. Investments, 10%. Mutual funds, 401k, SIPs, anything that secures your future. 3. Savings, 5 to 10%. For your emergency fund or short-term goals. 4. Guilt-free spending, 20 to 30%. The most exciting part. Ramit says you should spend guilt-free on things that truly make you happy, like travel, gadgets, books, or hobbies. Example, Ramit himself shares that every month he spends freely on his favorite clothes and dinners with friends, but he doesn't own a car because he's not interested in having one. That's why he says, spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut costs mercilessly on the things you don't. Action step. Take a piece of paper and write down. What are 3 things you love spending on? What are 3 things you spend on only out of habit or to impress others? Once you're clear about this, every expense will feel meaningful and guilt-free. Final thought. Ramit teaches that the most important thing about becoming rich isn't how much you save. It's where and why you spend. Now think about it. If you can control your spending, what's the next big step for your money? Do you want to know how Ramit automates his money so it grows by itself? If yes, then that secret is coming up in the next chapter. Chapter 3. Save while sleeping, the magic of automation. Friends, in the previous chapter, we learned to spend consciously, to spend freely where it brings joy, and stop spending mindlessly where it doesn't. Now in Chapter 3, Ramit Sethi tells us, if you want to be rich, you shouldn't rely on willpower. You should rely on systems. That means, automate your money. Ramit's golden rule, you don't get rich by willpower. You get rich by setting up systems. Ramit says we all have one common problem. We plan to save every month, but by the end, nothing's left. That's because we spend first and then try to save. But wealthy people do the opposite. They save first, then spend what's left. How does automation work? According to Ramit, you should design your bank account like an automatic money machine. Meaning, when your salary or income comes in, it should automatically split into different parts. Example 1. 50% fixed costs, rent, bills, groceries. 2. 10% investments, mutual funds, SIPs, 401k. 3. 10% savings, emergency fund, travel fund. 4. 30% guilt-free spending, hobbies, restaurants, entertainment. Set these up using automatic bank transfers so you don't have to do anything manually every month. Real-life benefit. Imagine, every month, as soon as your salary arrives, your money automatically gets invested, saved, and allocated for expenses. You won't forget, procrastinate, or feel guilty anymore. That's the idea behind Pay Yourself First. It means secure your future first, then take care of everything else. Tools and apps as Ramit recommends. Auto transfer feature in banking apps, SIP auto debit for mutual funds, auto bill payments for credit cards, minimum due, direct deposit to your emergency fund. All of this helps your money grow without adding stress to your brain. Ramit's message: when you automate your money, you make wealth inevitable. Meaning, when your money automatically flows to the right places, your journey to wealth simply cannot stop. A question for you: if your money started working automatically, how soon do you think you could reach financial freedom? And guess what? Ramit Sethi next reveals how a slow and steady approach to investing can bring you the fastest results. So are you ready to learn how to invest the right way? That's exactly what the next chapter is going to uncover. Would you like me to write Chapter 4, Investing is Simple but Essential now? Chapter 4, Investing is Simple but Essential. Friends, so far we've learned how important it is to manage and automate our money properly. Now in Chapter 4, Ramit Sethi tells us, if you want your money to grow fast, then saving alone is not enough. You must learn to invest. Ramit says, saving will never make you rich. Investing will. Many people think, if I just save a little every month, that's enough. But in reality, only saving makes you fall behind inflation. Every year, prices go up, so if your money isn't growing, it's actually losing value. The secret of simple investing. Ramit says investing isn't complicated. We were just never taught how. Most people are afraid because they think the stock market is risky. But the truth is, if you think long-term, the market always goes up. Ramit tells us, don't try to beat the market, just be in the market. Meaning, don't try to be an expert, just be smart. Ramit's 3 simple investment steps. 1. Start early, even with a small amount. Ramit says, time in the market beats timing the market. Even if you invest just 1,000 rupees a month, compound interest can turn it into lakhs over time. 2. Choose index funds or target date funds. These are simple, low-fee investments that are automatically diversified, meaning lower risk and steady returns. 3. Automate it. Set up an auto debit every month so the investment happens automatically. You don't have to do anything manually again and again. The magic of compound interest. Imagine this. If you invest 5,000 rupees every month at a 12% return, in 30 years you'll have more than 50 lakh rupees. That means your money will be working for you while you're busy chasing your dreams. Ramit says money is like an employee. If you invest it the right way, it works even while you sleep. Common mistakes to avoid: delaying investing, saying, I'll start next year, panicking at every piece of market news, buying and selling too often, thinking short-term. Building wealth requires patience, not panic. Ramit's golden Don't wait for the right time to invest. The best time was yesterday. The second best time is today. In short, start now, even if the amount is small. Consistency is your biggest strength. Now a question for you. If you send your money to work every month, what would your future look like 10 years from now? And think about it. In the next chapter, Ramit reveals how to break free from credit cards and debt traps to become financially powerful. Would you like to know how to destroy debt and gain total freedom? Then get ready. The next chapter uncovers that truth. Chapter 5. Destroy your debt. Freedom from loans. Friends, so far we've learned how to handle, save, and invest money. But if you're buried under debt, everything else remains incomplete. That's why Ramit Sethi says in this chapter, before you build wealth, destroy your debt. In other words, before you become rich, become debt-free. Debt, the biggest enemy of money. Ramit explains that most people can't make financial progress because a big portion of their income goes to EMIs and credit card bills. The money that should have been invested gets wasted paying interest. Ramit says, debt isn't just financial, it's emotional. Debt drains you from within and kills your financial confidence. Step 1. Make a list of all your debts. Ramit's first advice: write down every single debt you have, whether it's a credit card, car loan, or student loan. For each one, note 2 things: interest rate, outstanding balance, because unless you clearly know how much you owe, you can't destroy it. Step 2. Choose debt avalanche or debt snowball. Ramit gives us two methods. Debt avalanche method. Pay off the loan with the highest interest rate first, because that one hurts you the most. Debt snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first, so you see quick results and stay motivated. Ramit says, both methods work. Choose whichever feels easier for you psychologically. Step 3. Avoid the credit card trap. Ramit explains, a credit card isn't your enemy, but misusing it is the biggest danger. If you don't pay your full balance every month, you may end up paying more than 30% interest, meaning you're paying double for the same thing. That's why Ramit says, use credit cards for convenience, not for borrowing. In short, earn the points and rewards, but don't take on debt. Step 4. Build an emergency fund. After clearing your debt, your first move should be to build a small emergency fund. Because if an emergency comes and you need another loan, your progress resets to zero. Ramit says, keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in a separate account. That's your first wall of financial security. Step 5. Automate your debt payments. Set up automatic payments for every debt so you never miss one. This saves you from late fees and penalties and slowly reduces your debt burden. The true meaning of debt freedom, Ramit says, being debt-free isn't just about money, it's about freedom. When you're free from debt, you no longer fear the monthly bill cycle. You can finally send your money to work for your future, not the banks. Now think, if you start eliminating your debt systematically today, how would your life look 1 year from now? And in the next chapter, Ramit shows us how to automate your entire financial system so your money works automatically. For you, would you like to learn how to control your money without stress? Stay tuned. The story gets stronger from here. Chapter 6. Automate your money. Make it work for you. Friends, so far we've learned how to manage, save, invest, and free ourselves from debt. Now Ramit Sethi teaches us the ultimate skill that can free you from financial stress forever. Automation, setting your money to run on a system. Ramit says the goal isn't to get rich someday, it's to stop worrying about money today. Why is automation important? Think about it. Every month when your salary arrives, you have to decide how much to spend, how much to save, how much to invest. That constant decision-making causes confusion and guilt. But what if everything happened automatically? No overthinking, no discipline pressure. Just set the system once and your money starts managing itself. Ramit's money flow system. Ramit says everyone should create an automatic flow for their money. This flow runs in 4 simple steps. 1. Income right pointing arrow checking account. As soon as your salary arrives, it goes into your main checking account. This is where the entire system starts. 2. Checking account right pointing arrow savings account. From there, a set percentage automatically moves to your emergency fund or short-term goals account. 3. Checking account right pointing arrow investment account. Another portion goes automatically into mutual funds or retirement accounts. Ramit says automate investing so you don't rely on motivation. 4. Checking account right pointing arrow bill payments. The remaining amount handles rent, electricity, EMIs, and subscriptions automatically. Now imagine, if all this happens on its own, you'll have a free mind and free time. How to set up automation. Set up auto transfers on the first day of every month. As soon as your salary comes, money automatically goes into saving and investing. Create separate accounts. Spending account, savings account, investment account. Turn on credit card auto pay so you never miss a payment. Do a monthly review just once to check the system, not to make new decisions. Benefits of automation. Your financial stress disappears. Money misuse stops. Your goals grow steadily. And best of all, consistency without effort. Ramit says, when you automate your money, you protect yourself from your worst habits, meaning you save yourself from overspending and procrastination. Example, let's say your salary is 50,000 rupees. You can set it up like this: 10,000 rupees right pointing arrow mutual funds, 5,000 rupees right pointing arrow emergency fund, 25,000 rupees right pointing arrow expenses, 10,000 rupees right pointing arrow rent/EMI. Just set up the system once, and it'll run automatically every month. Ramit's final message: automation is the secret weapon of the rich. Because people who automate their money trust the system, not their discipline. And a system never gets tired. Now a question for you. If your money automatically took care of your savings, investments, and bills every month, what would you do with all that free time? Would you chase your dreams or learn new investments? And in the next chapter, Ramit shows us how to enjoy spending guilt-free without financial stress. Would you like to know how to spend smartly and enjoy freely at the same time? Then get ready. In the next chapter, we'll learn the magic of conscious spending. Chapter 7. Spend consciously. Friends, so far we've learned how to save, invest, and make our money work for us. But now Ramit Sethi introduces a concept that teaches you how to bring balance to your financial life. The conscious spending plan, spending money guilt-free. Ramit says, you can buy anything you want, just not everything you want. Meaning, if you understand your financial priorities, you can buy the things that truly make you happy without guilt. The wrong way to spend. Most people live on two extremes. Either they spend too much and feel guilty afterward, or they save too much and deprive themselves of joy. Ramit says, neither of these is healthy. Real power lies in conscious control. In other words, control your money, but don't be afraid to enjoy it. Ramit's conscious spending plan. Ramit explains that you should divide your monthly income into 4 simple parts. 1. Fixed costs, 50 to 60%. Includes rent, EMIs, groceries, bills, insurance, etc. These are your essential monthly expenses. 2. Investments, 10%. This is the fuel for your future. Automate your investments so your money grows automatically. 3. Savings goals, 5 to 10%. Save for short-term dreams, travel, gadgets, weddings, etc. 4. Guilt-free spending, 20 to 30%. This is the fun part. Spend freely on what you love, whether it's good food, weekend trips, or hobbies. If the rest is under control, this spending isn't wrong. It's necessary. Why guilt-free spending is important. Ramit says, people who deprive themselves of everything end up overspending later. Meaning, if you constantly restrict yourself, you'll one day splurge out of frustration. So, enjoy your spending, but plan it smartly. Example, let's say your monthly income is 60,000 rupees. Here's how you could break it down. 35,000 rupees right pointing arrow fixed costs. 6,000 rupees right pointing arrow investments. 4,000 rupees right pointing arrow savings goals. 15,000 rupees right pointing arrow guilt-free spending. Now think, where's the guilt in this system? Nowhere. Because first, you're securing your future, then enjoying your present. How to start. 1. Track your last 3 months of expenses. 2. Identify which expenses make you happy and which don't. 3. Cut out the unnecessary ones and keep only what's truly worth it. This way, you stop being a slave to money and become its master. Ramit's golden rule: spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut mercilessly on the things you don't. That means, if you love coffee, enjoy it guilt-free, but cancel all those useless subscriptions or memberships immediately. Result? Conscious spending doesn't just give you financial control, it gives you peace of mind. Now, when you spend money, you won't feel afraid. You'll make smart, confident decisions. A question for you. If you designed your spending in such a way that you could live guilt-free every month and secure your future, wouldn't your financial life become stress-free? And think, in the next chapter, Ramit explains how to turn your financial journey into long-term success without losing motivation or getting off track. Would you like to know how to always stay in control of your money? Then get ready, because in the next chapter, we'll learn the secret of Stay Rich Forever. Chapter 8, Stay Rich Forever. Friends, earning money isn't hard. Keeping it and growing it consistently is the real art. In this final and most powerful chapter, Ramit Sethi says, it's not just about getting rich, it's about staying rich. He says, it's not about making money once, it's about building a system that keeps you rich forever. What real wealth means: most people think being rich means owning luxury cars, a big house, or branded things. But Ramit says, real wealth is having control over your time. If you have money but no freedom, you're not rich, you're trapped. Real wealth is when your money works for you, you don't have to make tiny daily decisions, and you live life on your own terms. Step 1. Make wealth automatic. Ramit says, once you've built your systems, investments, savings, automation, don't mess with them. Just review once a year to make sure everything's running fine. The more you automate, the less you have to worry. Consistency, not excitement, builds long-term wealth. Step 2. Avoid lifestyle inflation. As income rises, people tend to increase their spending too. New phones, bigger cars, fancy trips, while savings remain the same. Ramit says, when you earn more, invest more. Don't just spend more. When your income grows, first increase your savings and investment portions, then enjoy the rest guilt-free. Step 3. Think long-term. Ramit teaches that patience is the greatest weapon in wealth building. Markets will go up and down, economies will change, but your focus must remain steady. The biggest returns go to those who stay invested the longest. So don't fear short-term fluctuations. Wealth is not a race, it's a marathon. Step 4. Value relationships and purpose. Ramit says there comes a point when money alone doesn't matter. What matters is that your money reflects your values. Spend on things that make you and others better. Money is a tool. Use it to build a rich life, not just a rich bank account. Step 5. Give back. When you become financially stable, it's equally important to give back to society through donations, helping others, or teaching financial literacy. That's where true satisfaction lies. Ramit says, the final stage of being rich is being generous. Final message. Ramit Sethi's entire philosophy is built on one simple truth. Design your own rich life. Don't copy someone else's. Everyone's definition of wealth is different. For some it's travel, for others it's family, or time freedom. You just need to decide what your rich life looks like and direct your money toward it. One last question for you. If you could take complete control of your money today and live the life you truly want, wouldn't that be your rich life? Think about it. Are you ready to begin that journey where you control money, not the other way around? So friends, this was the complete journey of Ramit Sethi's book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Today, you've learned how to understand and manage your money smartly, how to spend guilt-free and set your priorities, how to automate and invest your money, and most importantly, how to become debt-free and build long-term wealth. If you apply these strategies in your financial life, you won't just grow your money, you'll grow your financial freedom and quality of life. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe to Finance Reads for more such life-changing book summaries. And tell us in the comments, which tip did you find the most useful? Let's continue the discussion. Thank you, friends. And remember, money isn't just for working, it's for living your dreams.